Mission failed. Simulation activated.
Okay, there we go. I forgot to turn on audio there. I just completely forgot to turn on audio. Okay, next one. I'm pretty sure I did that before. Like, 100%.
Riddler's gonna regret going after Catwoman. She's more into that whole vengeance thing than the Bat.
You and me, we're gonna talk about Riddler.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
You're too kind.
I'm pretty sure I've already done this thing before. Like, I've gotten to these things before, I know that.
It's the Bat. Turn around. Go!
From two... I did. I've done this before. I know I've done it before. It really isn't that hard. That one, I guess.
There's gotta be someone left in Gotham worth robbing. Or, at least beating.
What? 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 They were barely even enemies to even what? The more I was playing that, the less that it was making with the amount of actual things you need to fight. You get hit, you lose points. You get... No, of course you don't. Then why are there barely any points? Hit the thing, seriously. Hit the thing! What is with the game essentially of not shooting those things when they need to? Also, when the enemies move for literally no reason. Hit the helicopter. It literally never hits them unless you're not trying to intentionally hit them. If you're not gonna hit them, then don't. See, notice why I never do these things at all, because they don't matter and they're harder than the game itself. Even though the unlockables for them are way too easy to do. Yeah. I think the very obvious problem between the actual location that you're at, because actually a location you were never at before. Just hit the enemies. It's really not that hard. Once again, what? Are they just expecting you to hit almost every shot, like, just perfectly? Because if you miss a shot, your score just goes down? Your quote-unquote streak goes down, even though your streak could go down for literally anything that doesn't hit anything? I don't care where I'm aiming. If I'm aiming even a pixel on it, you should hit it. I'll dodge all I need to then. And it shot at nothing because it went in front of my crosshair for 1 second.
Simulation complete.
So you're trying to tell me. So you're trying to tell me that somebody who before couldn't even aim for any, because keep in mind that the entire purpose of the drones is so you can hit them. And when you have an upgraded version, I need it. Let me get this straight here. So it doesn't matter if you kill them immediately. But I've strengthened my gun up to where it basically can one-shot almost everything in the game. Yeah, it makes total sense. So you know what? Fine, we'll play with this little rule of not needing to get a headshot, I guess.
Simulation activated.
And I'm not gonna fire the stupid drones either. All the ones, the ones that fly, I'm not gonna fire with those. Not ever again. Again, why do they move for literally no reason sometimes? And I somehow did worse. I don't know, that was like an actual fight to me, from the actual story.
Simulation complete.
You know? So this is not complete BS when you think about it. Again, it should not matter if you get damaged. The entire purpose is to stay
Simulation
alive.
activated.
What even... Let me ask you again, what was the description of this challenge? What was the description of the challenge exactly? That's right, survive, not hit every single shot. So once again, that's the biggest problem. Or the description is should be just finding out what you need to worry about. And getting hit is apparently one of them. Also hitting all my shots is the second one of them. And worry about these things that won't stop moving for some unknown reason. So I'm just gonna try to dodge them from now on. As you can see, I don't really care about trying to kill them anymore. Behind me. God. You can't hit them! Your projectiles are not fast enough to actually hit the things! Hit it! Fire and hit it!
Simulation complete.
Hang on a second. Let me quickly just go and see what the challenge is actually supposed to be about. Let me quickly just read it and just see like what exactly I'm supposed to be doing here. Ahem. For survival. That's right. Surviving is not what we're doing here. It's mattering if you get hit and dodge the attacks. I'm surviving. God. This isn't some stupid utopia for stupidity. Okay? It's Batman.
Has anyone seen Batman? He and I are due to battle to the death once he finishes solving my riddles, but, well, I haven't seen him yet. Seen him? Oh well, I'm sure it's stupidity rather than cowardice holding him back.
Ow.
You did this already, Batman. Don't blame me if a life spent being punched in the face has caused short-term memory loss. Punched in the memory.
I know that, Riddler.
Simulation activated.
Excuse me, but you knew this is one of the riddles infamous, right? And the entire purpose of this is to make sure you don't get
Simulation
killed, right?
activated.
Also, it's the very last lap as well. The third one of them, not the last one.
Simulation complete.
Oh yeah, remind me again why nobody liked this exact one? Oh yeah, because you can't use the boost without getting yourself destroyed almost immediately. Seriously, these are not challenges. They're just things that nobody would normally do. Also, why would people even care about if they can get through this faster or not? I never understand why these are called AR challenges and not just AR competitions.
Simulation activated.
Also, keep in mind that these things are not supposed to be hard. They're called challenges, first of all. Augmented reality challenges. One day I'm gonna figure out why they think these things are called challenges and not, again, competitions.
Simulation activated.
This is why the entirety of the course was not used. Why do people think that this is the reason why they're called challenges? Once again, they're not challenges. If you can do it in one way, then you should be able to do it almost any way you could want. Also, by the way, the drifting does nothing. If it is to do something, it should be actively shown. Just keep that in mind for 1 second.
Simulation complete.
Again, what does the drifting do? You cannot just simply say that drifting does something and then expect us to know exactly what it does. It doesn't do anything to the timer, I already can tell that. It just has its own extra points or something like that. I don't know what they mean by that exactly, but there's already a way to tell if it's extra points or not.
Simulation complete.
There. I'm done. If you go to the main menu, if I'm correct, you actually can like access all the AR challenges, and I actually do the ones that I wish I could do. You know, the tutorial ones, which I really didn't really care about, to be honest. You have the actual combat. This is gonna be Wayne things, because they will apparently. So why don't I just do that? I might as well just figure out how to do things, I guess. I mean, I already know how to play the game. I already know how all this stuff works. So it should be pretty easy. Also, I swear if the combat challenges say you need a variety of things, then I'm not even gonna try to do that because I'm just gonna be dumb.
Simulation activated.
Gonna be nothing left when we're finished.
Gonna hurt you back. My arm! Is it broken?
Simulation complete.
Okay, then that was all it was apparently. Okay, then so just basically, so basically just hope that you just don't break your combo. Basically, that's all I gotta do. Also, so for every times 10 combo over 50 times.
Simulation activated. Simulation complete.
What? So it just ends when you so it just ends when you lose your streak, meaning therefore the entire purpose of why you're trying to get the streak is now useless.
Simulation activated.
Also, why you only have 4 enemies here? You need a lot more to you need a lot more than starting with just 4 to be able to get actual combos pretty high. Again! I can't do that if all the enemies are not there to actually fight. Seriously. You cannot pace this up either. You have to keep in mind that you don't get any chance to even do anything. Just, you need more enemies than 4 for God's sake. Just, I could not have only 4 enemies to fight. 4 enemies are way too easy to take down. They're too easy to take down, we only have 4 of them.
Simulation activated.
If you're trying to actually test the amount of the player's ability to actually be able to dodge and actually do the timing perfectly for some of these things, then you need to let the player actually have enough people to fight. You need again, if you go to like major fights in the game, you realize that you really have a lot of time to actually do a lot of the things. Because, look, seriously though, give the crowd like 17, give the crowd 12 enemies, and then just fight them all. After your time, after that, you're gonna realize that there actually isn't that very many of them, compared to what you think you would want for a big combo. Also, keep in mind that Batman will not always attack the way you need him to attack. Again, once again, stop trying to base it off of random luck instead of skill.
Simulation activated.
Time to retire, Batman.
What enemies the moves are going to do, the core positioning, where they're going to spawn in next time, are all random things that you cannot decide.
Simulation complete.
In fact, I can easily do one simple thing. It's just that, also, why do enemies like to just charge into you? I never understood what that is because it's useless.
Simulation
You just get back up right after it and just kill the enemy that decides to do it.
You're gonna die tonight. That's open. Charge him.
Oh,
Simulation complete.
ow. So let me get this straight here. As time goes on, more enemies will spawn in. So you're basically saying that as time goes on, it's gonna get harder to figure out. So let me get this straight here. So you're gonna start with barely anything to make sure they can't actually get that very high, and then you're gonna add in more enemies, so the player will then realize that they can't just simply keep fighting like they're supposed to be able to fight. Once they get up to like the score of 20, there's actually enough enemies to actually be able to do a good fight for once. I'm literally just trying to figure out the best approach to be able to try to fight these things.
Simulation activated.
I'll kill you, freak.
You're gonna die.
Hurt, freak. I'll kill you back.
Simulation complete.
Arrgh! Once again, I need more enemies to fight. I cannot fight 4 or 5 enemies without losing the streak. Because it's too easy to knock all 4 of them down.
Simulation
Also, once again, you cannot. I can't take how dumb this challenge is.
Simulation activated.
I've played the game. I know how to be able to fight enemies. The best way to fight them is to hit a bunch of them at once and then just finish them off later. Why do they charge you if this is supposed to be a challenge all about keeping your streak up? It ends your streak, yes, but it also makes it useless. Seriously. Every time an enemy has charged me, I've simply just gotten right back up and then just destroyed the enemy and then went right back to fighting how it was before. I don't care about the enemies charging me. I just find it as an unfair way to end your combo. And I'm not gonna go to anything else, but I'm gonna stick to that actually, because I don't really care what people think.
Simulation activated.
That's how that's supposed to work. What was that man even doing there? Not hitting the enemy, clearly. Like, you're supposed to be allowed to move to decide where you want to hit the next enemy. I've seen Batman go like 7 million meters into like the future basically to hit an enemy, but then they go nowhere when the enemy's right behind him. I never understand why the game decides to say when you can and when you cannot hit somebody based on where they are.
Simulation
So I'll do
activated.
the old ways then.
You're gonna die here, Batman.
Out the game, do it for me.
Take long.
Simulation complete.
And how did that end exactly? Oh yeah, because I didn't have enough enemies to actually be able to do the game fight. Again, just spamming square is all you need to do.
Simulation activated.
Put the triangle at the right time, also there's something else you need to basically do all the time.
You're gonna die, Bat.
There's another enemy that charges you for no reason at all, other than end your streak for an unfair reason. Seriously. How do you stop them? Also, how do you stop them? Because guess what? If you try to, you're just going to hit somebody else instead of the active person you want to hit. I have played this game long enough to understand that the game never is on your side,
Simulation activated.
even on easy. Oh wow, it's almost like I didn't have enough enemies to hit back there. It's almost like Batman will not automatically go for an enemy that's 5 meters away from him. But he will go for one when I'm controlling him that's 70 million. See how dumb, do you want to see what I'm talking about here? How dumb it is, how dumb the fight system is? The game only decides sometimes you're actually going to hit the enemy. You're sometimes not going to. And the times when you're not going to, it's going to be the times where you're going to wish you did.
Simulation complete.
It's not a challenge if all they're going to... It's not a challenge if all the enemies are going to do are simply walk around. I need more enemies to fight. Not just 4 to start off with. It's not going to make any sense. The video player actually knows what they're doing, who's decided to come back to do the AR challenges after the game. Also, they're called challenges, by the way, so keep that in mind.
Simulation
They're called challenges. Nobody's gonna do them just around the time when they came out at the very first point of the game. Nobody's gonna do them like that. Everybody's going to want to do them as soon as they finish the game. Because they're gonna know how the combat works correctly, and then they're gonna realize that the challenges are meant for the actual level you could unlock them at.
Mommy won't recognize me.
Simulation
Hit the enemy! Hit the enemy! Just hit them! That's all you need to do! But it doesn't do that for you.
Simulation activated.
I'm literally letting the game decide how the fight's supposed to go. I'm letting the game decide who needs to be hit and who doesn't need to be hit.
This is gonna hurt, Bat Freak.
Oh, would you look at that? It's almost like I didn't have enough enemies to fight once again. Do you now see why I'm saying this thing's so dumb? Because of the amount of stupidity and luck you need to even fight? Do you now see why? Also, the maximum amount you can get is 20, apparently. Again, I'm just done. Actually.